And this way I can, not be like frozen or, but this is the first time I'm back. Okay, I came back because it was tomorrow. I came back because yeah, I didn't want the connection to keep going in and out. No, it's not you. It's me. No, it's me. It's because when I'm not at home and I don't have Wi-Fi, like the connection just sucks. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna freaking go home. I'm not even gonna waste any more time trying to connect. And then yeah, so I'm like, whatever. But I hope you guys are all doing well. This is our first where it's only subscribers. So it might be a small chat. I was just saying lovely earlier, and I don't know if you heard me tomorrow, but I know that some of you guys, because there's 32 subscribers total. Okay, so I doubt all 32 of you guys are gonna show up. I'm sure you guys are working, or some people have work right now, or whatever they're doing. They have a life. So, but I just wanted to make sure like Wednesday mornings / afternoon was for us. Yeah, the connection just sucks. Um, where I'm at, so I always have to be like hooked on Wi-Fi. Um, so I'm gonna basically just kind of, I guess, wherever I left off. Okay, we'll get started with the message, and it says keep your communication channels open, and it says do not forget to do good and share with others, for with such sacrifices God is pleased. And it says the cause of disintegration, okay, of many of our relationship is the lack of communication. So it says so many of our relationships lapse into a rut, and it says the difference between the rut and a grave is merely the question of depth, and that's kind of deep. And literally, girl, would I have a life? I work from home. Shit, me too. So many people are working from home. I swear to God, like everyone's working from home. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people are. And it says, we owe it to our fellow human beings to give something of ourselves in every relationship that we become involved in. And it says, it is essential that we should take a stock of quality of all our relationships in our spiritual lives and disintegrate actually open up and see shit for what it is, and how it is really sad. This is kind of like a really sad situation because look, this had came out. So it's like this was somebody who was like a soulmate. Like you could have been with this person for a long time, and this was somebody that actually like they missed an opportunity. Where is it? Look, somebody here, and it was all because of someone came in, because of what someone said. Someone decided a pillow talk. Somebody decided to open up and openly share about your finances, openly share about your relationship. Could have even been like personal shit, like pillow talking with someone. And that person was like, "Oh, don't trip. Let me go ahead and stroke your fucking ego." You know what I mean? And it's like this person, they 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 came in like a thief in the night, baby, and they robbed this person blind. Look, where is it? They came in and they fucking lied. If you and look at this person anyway was already in this energy. Like you could have been somebody who kind of primarily took care of this person. True, 16 years and then betrayed, broke the shit out of me. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad when you're in relationships for a long time and it's like you see somebody and you love somebody, but it's like almost like you gave this person too much credit because they were willing to backstab you for money, for an opportunity, okay, for a false opportunity. You guys were supposed to have a 10 of cups. Okay, you guys could even have kids together. Some of you guys don't have kids, but you could have pets, whatever the case is, or just had like a family connection, like you know that person's family, like you know what I mean. And it's like you guys were eventually going to get to this 10 of Pentacles here. It's like you're somebody. This was the first card that came out, so it's like that tells me you guys have some type of connection here. This could be even like a twin flame that went karmic because they chose not. They fucked up. They missed an opportunity. They were very careless. They were very reckless. They did not make wise decisions. And this is all out of communication because they didn't have communication either with God. They were not keeping it's like one person cannot be in communication with God and the other person cannot. Like, I'm sorry, but whoever I'm in a relationship with now, they need to not only respect my spiritual beliefs, but they need to have some type of a spiritual understanding. It's true, it can, but cheeks, they can go karmic real quick. If you don't do shadow work, you will turn into a karmic straight the fuck up. Straight up. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a red flag. If somebody here has no desire to even talk to God, they think that they're so high and mighty. There's somebody that is very full of themselves and they just always think they're right. They have no curiosity about God at all, or even willing to talk to God or nothing. Leave their ass, because I'm gonna tell you right now, that is an open line of communication for the enemy to come in, or an open opportunity for the enemy to come in and literally just rob, steal, and kill. If you don't have any type of protection spiritually, it's going to go down. Like, don't even bother. Don't bother. We're in this healing journey. I thought he literally threw it away and who knows what. Yeah, who knows for what? It's like literally for comfort. For someone to just sit there and stroke someone's ego. Because someone here just felt like they just didn't want to do the work. You know what I mean? It's like literally that's somebody here wanted to take like an easy way out or an easy route out with like some type of money investment. Like this person, instead of growing, like, let's say if this person, for example, is like you're somebody who's more responsible in the relationship, let's just say that you're somebody who's more responsible, or you're somebody who's more along the lines of like, growing a family, whatever. It's like this person, if this person's from the streets, or something like that, and it's like they still are kind of like in that mentality, but it's like this person just had no fucking loyalty. I'm sorry, but they didn't. If this person literally could be somebody who's kind of like thug passion, you know what I mean? And it's like this person's used to hanging out with like street people, and maybe you're not somebody who's. It's like you're somebody who's more focused on taking care of your home, you know what I mean? Thank you, Lee. Taking care of the kids, right? Growing a family, getting legit. If you guys were selling drugs, something like that, it's like you want to be legit and this person still wants to say slanging. You know what I mean? And it's like it's almost like this person thought if they invested their money elsewhere from whatever money they made, that it was going to grow. And it didn't. It didn't grow. Like this person literally just threw their money away. Their addictions got worse. This is somebody who has addictions, alcohol, drug addiction. Okay, this could be even like I was saying earlier, like almost like a secret like what is it called? Like opiates addiction that they just didn't want anybody to know about, and they thought that, and they didn't even communicate with you about it. It's like this was something that was kind of a secret, or you could have known this person kind of dibbled and dabbled, but not like this. Like this was something that they made a choice based off of their needs, okay, to keep up with their, their needs, their what they felt, how they were gonna live comfortable. And then I feel like maybe they could have thought for a split second, like, oh, this is a good investment, I'll make money and like whatever. Very selfish, extremely selfish. And it's like that was what the storyline up here, sorry, I'm on the floor now, it was saying. It's like this person really got basically tricked into somebody else that came in and was like, hey, so what do you think about if you do this, this, and this? I mean, it's a better opportunity, or it's a better, you know what I'm saying? Like something like that, where it's just, they thought it was going to be a wise investment, but it was a selfish one, and it was a stupid one at that. Because it's like they basically just traded gold for fool's gold, if that makes any sense. I feel like too, like after this, damn, I feel like after this is like you're in this very, this could have already taken place, or this is taking place right now, okay? But it's almost like this is gonna give you back some type of spark. Like you're gonna get some type of spark back. You're gonna get some type of passion back, okay, that maybe you lost along the way, even just being with this person. Because I know when you're in relationships that are really draining, it's almost like you lose sight of really who you are. So it's like you needed this shit to happen anyways, because this person's just not for you. Like this person is not for you. This person literally attracted some type of shit where it was an energy that was like them, also selfish. It's like they didn't want this person to, it's like if this person had friends or something like that and you guys didn't hang out and you don't like their friends, it's like this person's friends don't like you, or they don't like the fact, or if they have like these bitches or these little hood rats and shit that are always hanging out or some shit like that in the group, or always these stupid like floozy ass females, just, you know what I mean? Or even just loser ass men hanging around a group like of people. It's like there could be, their friends could bring other people around, like other younger girls or maybe other women that were more appealing to that person, because maybe you're more responsible and they don't like that. You know what I mean? Like they're like, well, why are you always so serious type shit? Or maybe always bitching to you because it's like you're more worried about, you're thinking practically. This person's thinking stupid. You know what I mean? Like they're still immature. So it's almost like, I feel like this person's friends had a lot of influence on them. Yeah, exactly. Stay with the motherfucking trash, bitch. Shit, stay over there with that stink trash. You know what I mean? Like this person literally is so easily influenced, and it's like if you're so easily influenced and enticed by the enemy and tempted like that, that's bad. Like that you don't belong with this person, and it's like this person was so draining. Like this person is somebody who they allowed somebody to come in and just whisper sweet nothings basically in this person's ear, stroke their ego, and it's like that's all it took for you to throw a relationship in the trash that was supposed to be prosperous. If this person would have just communicated with God, if this person would have just communicated with you, if this person would have just talked to you like, hey, I need help, I'm having a hard time with an addiction, or I can't, whatever the case is, or if that person would have just, God would have sent their angels like this, but it's like you can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. You can't make someone see who's blind. You just can't, who doesn't want to see. This person also lives in a lot of shame, is what I'm getting to. Like this person lives in a lot of shame. Like they're always embarrassed. You know what I mean? And it's like they hang out with people like this because they don't think very highly of themselves. Like this is somebody who has like really low self-esteem. Like they do not feel good about themselves, but at the same time, they're very prideful and they're very fucking stupid. This person's dumb, but they don't feel good about themselves. It's almost like whoever these people were too, like let's say you're somebody who has your shit together, you're somebody who's just responsible, house is clean, kids are clean, you cook, whatever, take care of you take care of your family, you know what I mean? It's like, and you low-key, you take care of yourself. And it's like, these people didn't like that. They didn't like that. They felt like, oh, well, you could make more money over here. Like, let's say if you guys had a business or a family business or some shit like that, or you just had a really good job. It's like, it's like these people are like, they make how much? Don't even trip. You could make this much doing this. and you're gonna make it way faster. You know what I mean? And this person was like, oh, all right. And it's like this too, as far as stroking someone's ego, if you're a woman and this is a man, okay, it's like they were jealous. Or even, I guess it doesn't even matter if it's male or female. It's just if you had a partner, it's like, and you made more money than them and you kind of like took care of them, it's like it hurt their ego. Um, I'm boring and don't want to party every day. Yeah, life is not a party. Life is not a party. And this person is figuring this out. And they're learning the hard way. And I'm going to tell you right now, taking care of our kid, bro. Yeah, like you don't have time for this shit. And it's like, I'm telling you right now, it's like whoever this person is, it's almost like they felt like they needed to be in competition with you, especially if it's a man. It's almost like they felt less of a man because it's like you could have been kind of like the one who took care of everything in a way. So it's like this person felt important, or they felt like they were somebody when they were, slanging, or when they were in the street and they were able to come up on shit and bust a lick and this and that. It's like this person, me, spent thousands. Yeah, you took care of this person, didn't even buy material. I'm telling you right now, it's like this person, it's like they also were somebody that, yes, they do like the finer things in life, but they're broke as fuck. Or they be doing trash shit for money. And it's like, no, it shouldn't be like that. Like, people should be partnering up together, keeping an open line of communication. Hey, babe, I'm having a hard time with this. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, hey, and even if this person, they did have addictions and it got out of control, it's like this person didn't want you to know. And it's like, everyone on here, I feel like all 7 of you guys, including myself, are very simple people, okay? We don't ask for nothing, and I feel like most of us on here, yes, we are the providers, okay? I basically was the man in the relationship, let's just put it that way. Okay, I'm very masculine, like more of a masculine type energy. I'm a very strong type of energy, so it's like, hey, you know what I mean? So it's like that just goes to tell me, and this person was comfortable being in that energy, it's not a vibrational match. You know what I mean? That's why I always fuck around and joke around like, oh, that's my bitch. You know what I mean? And it's like, I always say that, oh, my ex bitch. You know what I mean? I spoil my hoes. Like, you know what I mean? I be talking shit, like just fucking around, but it's like, it's true. And it's like, I had to learn also how to stop doing shit like that, because I do deserve somebody that's going to equally give and take and openly communicate with me when there's a problem, when they feel like they're stuck. I don't give a fuck what it is. If they secretly got hooked on something behind my back, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, why don't you say something to your partner? As long as I get by, I'm okay. I'm telling you, it's like, everybody here is like, they need to focus on themselves right now. They just, you know what I mean? It's like, it's really not their, it's not your place to save this person. Thank you for that rabbity rabbit. What is it called? A babbity rabbity. And I feel like this person, they like being around these people because, they felt important or something. Like, this person didn't feel important, I guess, enough to communicate with you about some type of shit going on or some kind of issue that they were involved in. But then again, you still got dragged down with some type of, or weighed down with some type of issue in court or something like that. Or they did. They got themselves wrapped up in a legal situation. And it's like, that's not your fault. But I feel like you needed to be separated from this person or whatever this shit was. I'm surprised the Tower card hasn't came out yet, but it's like, whatever this was, it's like it was meant for you to figure out how to be yourself and just love yourself again, gain your passion, your spark, okay, back again, because this person was very draining. Like, you're not here to be this person's fucking mentor. You're somebody's partner. That doesn't mean that you get to do all the work. You get to pay all the bills. You get to give this person, shit they don't deserve, or even let alone appreciate. And then they want to go ahead and make some stupid deals behind your back. Okay, like whatever little money they had, they decided to invest it in something or someone else instead of their kids or their house or their relationship, or investing in something with you to help it grow. Like, this is sad. Like, this is literally a really like unfortunate situation, because they literally just threw away like a golden ticket, like a winning lottery ticket, in the fucking trash. Literally, like, this person just threw away something that, and it's like, if you're look, you're somebody who's good all by yourself. So it's like, whoever you're with, it's like, you're gonna better their life. You're a fucking asset. You're a fucking gem, bitch. This person is a fucking loser, okay? And it's like, Whoever's life you come in contact with, it's like you're gonna better it. That's just how you are. Like you better shit. You don't make it worse. And it's like that's why you have to be really, what up, Ash? Um, that's why you have to be aware of who you're letting in your space, because it's like you have good soil, but it's like if these people are planting bad seeds in your soil, then how the fuck are you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to be able to have somebody to plant good seeds in your soil. Don't be cautious here, because this person is in regrets though, but you're getting some type of spark, some type of passion back. It's like learning how to be yourself again, healing your wounds. Okay, there's a lot of secrets coming out. This could even just be through tarot. Like you're being guided to embrace some type of spirituality right now at this time, or to be more in tune with the creator, because it's like there was miscommunication here, not only with God, from you and God, but also from God and this person, or from God, this person to God. Like it's almost like maybe you were so like busy or something, worrying about the situation. It's like you didn't have time to communicate with this person. I mean, with this person, with God. Okay, maybe you knew deep down inside, like, this is a disaster and this person is not meant for me. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is hard. But it's like you were so it's almost like the enemy distracted you with like a hamster on a wheel type shit. So it's like you have to be cautious of that. Okay, the enemy will come in and use your assets against you. So you have to be careful. And it's like there's something here. It's like your life is not over. It's like it's only beginning. An awakening that shook me to my core. I did, but I held on because the twin flame connection. No, no. That most of the time, like I said, most of the time we're not gonna be together with our twin. It's like you're gonna be together with a high level soulmate, or it really is just a lesson. You know what I mean? It's like it was a lesson from the previous lifetime. And it's true. Like I'm telling you right now, it's almost like, how can I explain this? When you're with somebody, you do need to make sure that that they are spiritually strong. Because I'm just going to tell you now, the enemy will always go after the people that you love. They will always go after your connections. They will always make sure to go after, and they will use the people that are closest to you, your own family, your own partner, to make you think that, this is just what life is, and it's not. Their connections are not meant to be draining. Like, you're not supposed to take care of the other person and then the other person is not, giving. Yeah, now it's like if you know better, you can do better, right? So it's like, you know, knowing that it's like love is not over, life is not over. Enjoy this time by yourself. Really enjoy this time with Source too. Please communicate with God on a daily basis, even if it's for 5 seconds, because there's times in the morning I'm laying there and I just say, like, thank you, God, I love you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, you know what I mean? Or I love you, thank you, God, for today. Just 5 seconds. It takes 5 seconds to say some shit like that. I don't need to go into a full-on prayer and detail my life. Like, sometimes no, but just waking up and being like, thank you, help me to have a good day today. Even on days that you just feel like shit, just 2 seconds. And it's like, yeah, dude, it's like you were not able to see this shit. Like, I feel like this person, there's someone else here though too. And it's like, I'm telling you, you guys have to be aware of those things. Like, make sure your partner is like spiritually strong, that they have a connection to Source. If they don't, I'm telling you right now, just I won't. If my person now did not have a connection to Source, if they did not be willing to even be open to the fact that I'm spiritual, I wouldn't be able to be with that person. And I've walked away from this person before. So, because, you know what I mean? I literally was told, like, leave this person alone, let them be. And I did. Because they needed to go heal themselves. I needed to go heal myself. And it was weird timing. What are your boundaries on that? Literally, the boundaries are just no communication, like just giving space, a lot of space. Recognizing and realizing that, don't be so focused on the connection that you think you're going to lose. It's like, why when you should be focused on everything you're gonna gain? Like, even, let's just say this. I had a relationship. I was in a relationship for 13 years. And I even knew this person like way before we even started fucking around. But it's like that person was just a lesson. Like, for sure that person was a lesson. And I had like, and it's like that person was very in and out all the time, very inconsistent. Definitely a karmic. Okay, I thought maybe possibly twin flame connection. It's like, I guess everybody has different views on the twin flame connection, but I just feel like you can turn karmic. Because it's like, had this person, you know what I mean? In this story, it's like, had this person just communicated, had this person just chose you, things would have been fine. But it's like, this person didn't choose. So it's like, everyone here has a choice. We all have choice. It's like, I'm not going to be in a connection where I feel like I'm just not it for you. Like, if I'm not it for you, that's okay. Like, I'm okay with it. Even now, it's like, if, and I hope, right? It's like, I hope things are just going to carry out and be the way that they are, but I'm not focused too much on it. But let me just tell you, if the person is not for me, I'm not going to focus on it. I'm not going to try to keep it, and I'm definitely not going to try to force it, because I know that with everything I feel like that I've been through, I understand that like God's always going to send in somebody at the right time. And I am very much happy and content having space. Like, I am somebody that needs space. I'm definitely somebody who needs space all the time. Like, I can't really have a partner at my ass all the time. I need my space. So I also need to make sure that somebody here also understands those boundaries and they're not trying to overpower my space. Having some type of self-control too on space with each other, okay? And still being able to trust each other when you're apart. And I'm very open. Like, I noticed that. Like, I realize with people, even like with my kids, I'm very like trusting. Like, okay, if you say you're gonna go here, I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really think much about it, because I'm somebody, if I say I'm gonna do something, that's what I'm doing. And I'm very detailed. Like, if I say I'm gonna go to the store, like, okay, I'm gonna go to Ralph's on the street, whatever. I don't know. I'm just that way. But so if somebody tells me they're gonna do something, I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? If they lie, that's on them. If they're not honest with me, well then, hey, you're gonna suffer the consequences later on. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to like, set some boundaries here, because I can't, with the kids, especially like even with the kids, it's like, okay, cool. So because you said you were here and you weren't, and I told you I was gonna be here at this time and you weren't, so now we're gonna have to put boundaries. Now, definitely we need to make sure that I'm on I put somebody on a tighter leash here, but I'm also gonna, even with adults, thank you, Lee. It's like, even with adults, like, they act like children. They need the fucking discipline. You know what I mean? But it's like, I'm not going to be somebody's fucking parent. Hey, I'm in a certain type of energy. This is what I'm doing right now. I don't have time to chase somebody down because they want to go chase after some young ass. I don't have time to be with somebody who's going to go, flirt or think they could find a better option. Bitch, hey, you think that somebody's a better option for you? Bye. You want to lie to me? This is what, you know what I mean? But it's like, I'm not going to go looking in someone's phone either. I'm not somebody to do that. I can't stand it if people do that. It's like, hey, I don't have time for someone to be insecure and look through my phone. If we can't have open lines of communication, because this is what this read and what the message has been about ever since I opened up my my devotional today. This was all about having open lines of communication. So it's like, the smallest little bit of communication can make a huge difference. If you're not communicating with me either, I'm not going to know. I mean, even if it's something that I don't want to hear, I would rather you tell me, and I will tell you something even if you don't want to hear it, because I'm going to let you make the choice and decide if that's really what you want to do with me now that I've chosen to do this. You know what I mean? So you can make a choice. Like, I do believe in free will. I don't believe in trying to make people stuck because, I don't want them to find out something. Hey, if I didn't want them to find out, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay. That's okay. That's fine. I'll respect that. But it's like, once you lie to me, that's it. There's no more trust. It's out the window. That's it. So that's why this message here today, I'm going to close it out. It says, keep your communication channels open. I'm going to read it one more time for those of you that did not hear it. It says, do not forget to do good and share with others, for which such sacrifices God is pleased. And this is too, like, it is very, and it's talking about sacrifices, like being honest, having that open line of communication. It pleases God. It makes God happy because it lets him know too, like, where you're at with him. You know what I mean? It's like you're not halfway in, you're not halfway out. Like, okay, cool. I'm going to talk to God today. Amen. You know? And it's like it also tells God too, like, hey, you know what? I'm being open with God. That's what I want to attract. It's like, okay, well, if you're just not speaking, it's like you're not talking, you don't have open communication with God. How is God going to send in somebody that's open communication with you, right? You're going to be all over the place. You're not going to have discernment. You know what I mean? The same way you treat God, right, is the same way you're going to be. This is how you're going to be treated. This is how you're going to treat other people. So it's like, where's your relationship with God? That's another thing you guys need to ask yourself before you get into partnerships with other people. I'm not somebody that goes to church every Sunday. I used to go to church all the time. And I love church. I grew up in Baptist church and Catholic church. And of course, what I'm doing is very unorthodox, very like spiritual rebellish, like, you know, type vibes, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But the basic things that you would think would, yeah, it's like common sense. But some people don't have that. So you have to remember, if these people aren't communicating with God or with, you know what I mean? It's like, who says that they're going to be communicating with you? They're not. You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't see this years back. I didn't see it. I just figured, well, I'm your partner. So that means, you know, I'm entitled to shit. Thanks for my little bunny ears. Thank you. Everyone's sending me bunnies for Easter. So it's like, you know, it makes sense, right? Like, well, if they're not talking to God, then why the fuck would they talk to me? It's true. If they're not checking in with God, bitch, who said they're going to check in with your ass? And it's true. It's fucking true. Thank you, butt cheeks. And it's like, it says here, it says so many of our relationships lapse into a rut. And the difference between a rut and a grave is merely the question of depth. That's some pretty deep shit. And that's real. Stuck in a rut, in a grave. I mean, hey, what's the difference, right? Not much. Never understood that before. Now I know the next person has a relationship with. It's kind of true. You know what I mean? And it's like, I noticed too that I've always had, like, I noticed even though my partners have all been like different, we're all actually, like, it's kind of funny. We've all lived in the same area, okay? We're all somehow connected, okay? And then I started realizing I need to, like, disconnect from this fucking area that I grew up in, right? And it's like, we're all from the same neighborhood, but different hoods. Like, it's just weird. But anyway, but I noticed that I'm also attracted to people that are very, I was attracted, I will say it was, people that were codependent, you know what I mean? But then I also seen people that also had the same issues as me that I ended up just kind of becoming their friend. I don't really like having exes where it's like beef. Like, I don't really like fighting with people. I don't really believe in that shit. But I did have one that was like really bad. But everybody believes in God. Everybody is a recovering addict. Everybody is, you know, trying to find themselves. I noticed that. And it's like, I always think it's cool because I see these people as some type of family, but we're just not good in a relationship together, you know? But it is significant to always communicate with people. Even when you don't want to tell somebody something, it's better to just tell them something than not and express how you feel, because it feels a lot better too. Like, it bugs me if I can't say something. It'll bug the shit out of me. Like, I have to be able to communicate, and I need to know communication from my partner, because if not, I don't like not knowing. Like, just tell me, even if it's something I don't want to hear. It says right here, it is essential that we would take stock of the quality of our relationships. And it says, or I'm sorry, take stock of the quality of our relationships. It says in our spiritual lives, the disintegration, sorry, I can't read for shit, of creative communication with the master is a sure way to detaching ourselves from him. So it's like, if you're not having communication, you're not going to have a relationship with him. You cannot be in a relationship with someone you cannot talk to. Okay? And it says, when prayer becomes the repetition of meaningless phrases, piously spoken, it says true communication dies. So it's almost like, you know, I mean, some people, like I said, they say the Hail Marys and shit like that. It's like, that's cool, whatever. I understand that, I guess, in a way, but sometimes it's like, you got to really communicate. You can't just say like the same thing over and over again, right? It means nothing. Your words mean nothing. Apologizing over and over again. How many times are you going to fucking apologize for some shit that, you know what I mean? It is, your words become nothing. Actions, okay? And it says, meaningful communication does not happen easily or as a matter of course. It says it has to be cherished and developed. Okay, the husband has to share his experience with his wife and vice versa. It says because of talking to each other, their love and understanding are strengthened. And it's just, with your partners, you have to. In prayer and communication with the master, in our service to our neighbor, in the good deeds that we do in his name. And it says we are making sacrifices that please God. And it just says to talk to your redeemer or whatever, right? But it says communication is something so simple and yet so complicated that we can never explain it in words. Isn't that kind of funny? So stupid, huh? Yeah. Talking it is an action, right? It's like you have to take action. So I'm gonna leave it there, but I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm really glad that we just had like us today. Oh, my legs are asleep. A little fat ass. Oh, my legs, bitch, my legs. It is so important. Like I can't do the like caveman, no communication shit. I just can't. Like I just can't. Like it's cool when you can understand each other, but it's like there is time where you have to actually talk. Like I've had that where it's like my twin flame, and I don't know if you guys have experienced this. It's like, or I guess ex, whatever, karmic now. It's like that person. Yes, it was amazing and gave a lot of clarity. Good. I'm glad because it's like, look, when somebody only shows up in the 5D and they don't show up in the 3D, like physically, there's a problem. So it's like you guys could be connected. Oh my God, my legs are tingling. Okay. Fucking bitch. I can't fucking get up. Help. Oh my gosh, bitch, it's fucking tingling right now. I hate this shit. But I knew if I had the phone up here and it was in the sun, it was gonna like, oh my God. I would need somebody to just punch me like really hard in my fucking leg. It's not even the pain, it fucking feels so weird. Oh my God, I hate it when my legs fall asleep. That's just fucking annoying. Okay, but it's like, if somebody's only showing up spiritually, fuck, I need you to punch me in my leg, Liz. Fuck. Just do it. It helps. It goes faster. It goes away faster, but I can't bring myself to do it to myself. Dude, I swear to God, one time I tried to get up when I have my legs like this and I straight fell, like collapsed. Anyway, but, and I don't know if you guys have experienced that shit. If you guys have experienced that shit with your partners, because I have, where it's like I could feel this motherfucker and I can almost guarantee you like spot on, like I'm already knowing what this person's feeling, what they're thinking, whatever. And it's like I can't bring myself to do it. I need somebody to do it for me. I'm trying to pound him like this, but it's like okay, it's going away. It's going away. Woo. But that's also a sign too. Like I gotta clean the backyard. This little patio, shit. Yeah, but that's a sign too that somebody is not willing to communicate with you in the 3D, but only the 5D. Like fuck that. No. I had to cut that person off in the spirit as well. That's why people were asking too, like, oh, what about cord cutting? I'm like, cord cutting doesn't really work. If you're really connected that deep in the spirit, you're not. I mean, you're not going to be able to use cord cutting all the time. No, it's more of like a discipline and like spiritually, like literally just taking time to just heal yourself, and it will go away over time. But it's like technically, if you're really a twin flame, you're never going to be cut off from that person. You could always feel that person. But it's just a matter of me cutting it off. Like last time I heard that person in the spirit call my name because they're so desperate. Fact. They're so desperate that I'm not paying no attention. I won't. Like, so it just takes time, you know, but definitely make sure you have somebody that's going to communicate with you, that's going to love you the way that you love yourself, bitch. And, you know, ooh, there's a fucking bee. We have a lot of bees over here. All right. But anyways, guys, have a good day. Keep leveling up. Eventually it'll pass. Yeah, it'll pass. It'll pass. You know, and then you think about it too, and it's kind of disgusting. Like, if you think about all the shit that they did, and you're like, ew, and they actually try to get away with it, it kind of grosses me out. I'm just like, ew. Just think about all the fucked up shit that they did. Anyways, all right, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Okay, peace.